You know, in some worlds, we all have a demon that takes the form of an animal. And I think I found my little demon right here. So let's talk about it on this month's Viewer's Choice video review coming up here on Drew's Book Reviews. Well, good day, and welcome to another episode of Drew's Book Reviews. Today we are talking about the Viewer's Choice overwhelming winner, The Golden Compass by Phillip Pullman from his Dark Materials. And of course, don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Join us in the Dragons Discord. So let's talk about The Golden Compass. This is the first book in his Dark Materials. Also an HBO series if you haven't seen it, and a really good HBO series, I might add. I've really enjoyed this series. This is one of those series that I ended up reading the book after I watched the adaptation, whether that's a movie or TV show. Not to say I'm really enjoying it. And one of the best things, one of my favorite things about this, and unique things, is the demons, which take the form of our animal companions, just like this little girl right here in this book and in this story, to be the life partner of our individual characters throughout the story. Now, what's really funny about this is that when I first read his Dark Materials, and I did read it first a while ago, many years ago, when I was still like crazy religious, and I was reading the word demon, and it really made me uncomfortable and kind of creep and freak me out, and I wasn't comfortable with it, and I put it down and I never read it again. But that was way in the past, and that was long before I moved beyond that and just kind of opened my mind more to ideas within fantasy and science fiction and all kinds of work. And I have to say, now that that's not something that's an issue for me, I really found that I'm really enjoying this series. With our protagonist, Lyra, who starts out young. This really feels like a young adult series in a way. So our protagonist is very young with her animal companion, who's able to change forms into different forms as she's growing up. And the demons are kind of like part of our soul, and I really like that. They're kind of the outward representation of our soul, and to be able to move and evolve and change as we grow older. And that is just a really cool aspect of the demon and animal companions within this book series as a whole. Definitely it is an alternate Earth scenario where we have the Magisterium, an organization set up by the Catholic Church, which is referenced more than once in this book series, or this book so far. And it's definitely an alternate world where it's building to this religion versus non-religious worldviews. And it's going to collide. We can see that. I saw the TV series, so I saw how it played out there, and I've heard it's a really good adaptation compared to the books. And so far, I'd have to agree with that. All said and done, this is a fun, interesting, alternate universe world, which really kind of pits the idea of heresy and religious indoctrination and control against scientific advancement, which makes it, for me at least, a really interesting way to go about that, an interesting read as a whole. One of the other things that I really enjoyed about this is the bears, armored bears. These are basically bears with human-like qualities. They have the intelligence, they can speak, they can talk. And aside from our demons, these bears becomes a companion as well. And I really like that idea about it. And the concept of witches in this book is really awesome as well. Often when you hear witch in a fantasy, you're thinking some kind of, dark, occult, dangerous, scary type individual who, is not someone you want to mess with. Now, granted, I don't think you want to mess with the witches in these books either, but they're not scary, they're not evil, they're not bad, but they seem to be more of, well, I'd say neutral. They get involved and they do what is right based on what they feel is right and important to the world. And that is just a really cool thing about this. And these witches are not, old-looking hags and scary and cackling and evil like your typical witches. They live for hundreds of years, but they're also can be very, very attractive and very more like angels, actually. Although they do kind of, fly around like witches. Anyway, I really enjoyed the witches and how they are portrayed within this book series as well. And this idea of these companions. Overall, I'm just really enjoying this book so far. I really do like it. And it's a series well worth reading. If you haven't read it already, definitely go and check it out. I think it would be well worth reading in the long run. Especially if you like that philosophical, religious versus scientific conflict in your stories. I know I do. I think that's a really fun, interesting thing to read about within these works of fiction, whether that's science fiction, regular fiction, fantasy, wherever you want to do it. Overall, I think it's fun. So this is a short little review of The Golden Compass, the first book in his Dark Materials. I'm enjoying it so far, and I think if you like this kind of book, you probably will enjoy it as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing the next adventure of Lyra as we continue to read in the His Dark Materials series. So I'm looking forward to that. And, I'd love to hear what you think down below. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. I do look forward to hearing from you. And, of course, join us on the Dragon's Den Discord. And, as always, until next time, keep on reading. Bye!